Hi everyone, Julia here, recording this November 27th, 2023. And man, if you think life's boring, just wait a minute, right? Things can change in a snap. And you get all kinds of emotions when that happens in your life, where you're on one trajectory and all of a sudden, bam, 180, you're going whole different way. And it's really cool when, as you're in that situation, you can know, okay, something's going to happen in the future, and I'll see, how all this playing out now is going to affect that and bring me where I'm going to be. And it's always a good place, because there is no right or wrong here. You just follow your path, and you do the best you can with what you got. When you know better, you do better, hopefully. And you move on. You don't fret and worry and think about what could have been, or how it was, or how it should be. You just accept how it is and move on. And that's kind of exciting, because it's definitely not boring. Say that for sure. And if we're not solving problems and working through things, we kind of feel idle. So I think we get energized when we have challenges. And it often brings out positive characteristics in our personality. Our negative ones, right? The way we handle them. So, hardly ever have cars up here. Yeah, it's all how we handle it. And there's Biggie, he came around the other way. And yeah, it's so refreshing to have self-awareness and be that objective observer while you're going through stuff. So my nephew, who's 45 years old, Kenneth Johnson. If you type in Kenneth Johnson, Austin, Texas, Rock, R-O-C-K, you'll find out a lot of information about him. Type that in Google. And he was a victim of a crime where this man was dropping rocks onto cars on a freeway, making them crash. And then the doctors got to Kenneth and caused him to have a stroke. And now he's partially paralyzed and doesn't really speak or read or write enough to navigate, but he needs somebody to have his back. He's very capacitated though, very cognitive. But man, he's been through a lot. And he's been living with me since 2016. And we've been living close to the bone lately. Yeah, and since 2018, really, since we moved to Spain. And, I make money with my Biofield tuning. He gets a little bit of disability. And now, finally, I'm getting my pension. It's early, and it's been deducted for my teacher's retirement that I cashed in years back. But Kenneth and I are finally where, we can do more than scrape by, being close to the bone, which I'm not complaining about that at all, because I always have everything I need and then some. So abundance is not just money. In fact, I think money has very little to do with abundance a lot of times. But anyway, so started getting my pension in October. So I planned a little trip for Kenneth and I. Just rent a car, go 4 hours away to this place, Nazaré, where they have the biggest waves in the world. They didn't have big waves while we were there, but anyway. And then I get back to find out that Kenneth and I need to relocate. And I'm like, okay, but I'd spent all our money. But I know that things will work out, because they always do. So of course I'm not just sitting idle. I'm making moves, getting things sorted for our future. And sure, at times I'm like, oh, it's kind of stressful. But I'm really trying to practice what I preach and stay focused on what I want, how I want things to play out, and not fret over what could have been or what was or what should be or whatever. Just focusing on, a bright, abundant future like I've always had. I've always had abundance. Even when I grew up really poor, if I look back, I really always had everything I needed. Except for maybe discipline and love, but that's another story. But, yeah, so here we are in this life, cruising along, and man, I just feel like I've had so many lives in this one lifetime, and the lessons just keep coming, and sometimes they seem to get more challenging, but that's good, because the more lessons you have, the better you get at navigating them, and the easier the challenges become, and you trust, and you know that you're the one in control, and all our choices get us where we are. And yeah, just be mindful of everything, and watch and see and wait and anticipate. How good can it get? Okay, thanks for listening to another rambling. And I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Remember to stay focused on what you want and help others if you can. Ciao, ciao.